Good evening and welcome to Ripon Tiger Football on the Ripon Channel, 93.1 FM, The Wave, and AM 1600 WRPN. Tonight the Tigers travel down to Watertown Luther Prep to take on the Phoenix in this opening game for the 2021 season. Seems like we just finished 2021. I'm Howard Hans along with my broadcasting partner, Marty Ernzer. And Marty, seems like we just had a couple of weeks off from football, and now we're right back at it again.
Yes, the greatest sport ever invented by man. So I'm ready to go.
Beautiful facility down here.
It really is, and it's natural grass, and they do a great job of maintaining it with this really hot, dry summer and sporadic showers. It's in great condition, and both teams are out here, been hitting heads for about warming up for about the last 30 minutes. We're broadcasting from outside. We're not in the booth. We're in the bleachers with the people.
Hey, it's nice.
We're with the people.
Like Harry Carey used to do.
Yes.
Go out in the outfield and sit out there.
Only, we just drink water instead.
That's right.
And then this will be the first of two non-conference contests. We played this ball club 2 times now in history, actually.
Yep.
We were here in 2018, and we edged out a 1-point victory. We were talking about that on the drive over. And then in 2019, they reciprocated at Ingalls Field in Ripon and beat us, I don't know, like 36-25, something like that. Yeah. So we haven't played them since. So this will be the third time around with the Phoenix of Watertown Luther Prep.
And both of these teams are young. They each have graduated, several starters. But it's going to be kind of interesting as I talked with Coach Bradley that younger kids have been stepping up. So why don't we turn around and go to the coach's show and see what Coach Bradley had to say regarding that.
Olson, Adam Sina, and Caden Pear are back. And then if you look at the top 3 pass catchers, I say pass catchers as opposed to receivers, Kai Agamite is back as a receiver, but Stelmacher and Caleb Hopp are out of the backfield.
Yep.
So, and then you stir in, well, who's the most important position when it comes to football?
The center.
Yeah.
He's got to get it started.
Yeah, he's got to get the ball, right? So we got Tyler Bradley come up from the JVs. He's a sophomore, and he's going to be the man calling the shots, taking the snaps. He's a 10th grader. So according to Coach Bradley, there's going to be a maturation process there, particularly at that position. Well, so I can imagine how the butterflies are for this young man.
Well, and also he does have a good understanding of the game. I mean, after all, he lives in the household with the head coach, so I'm sure they talk football every now and then.
Yeah, but remember there's that old expression: you can have the greatest plan when you go into battle, and once the first bullet flies,
everything goes out the window.
Everything goes out the window. So,
well, my thought on that is, if I'm a young quarterback, I'm handing it off to Hahn and just let him run.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a bowl! Coming off that truncated season of just about less than 4 months ago,
like
3
that.
months
It's
ago.
A great statement.
Yeah, they went 3-4, including that last game. I missed it last May. It was a come from behind win over Winnebago Lutheran Academy, and so they went 3-4. And I think that's, as Coach Bradley indicated, that's going to be a good stepping stone. That's their last memory coming into this more traditional season in the middle of August. So I think that's a real positive. And then let's talk about our opponent. They're members of the
Capital Conference.
Yeah, the North Division. And they went 6-2 last year.
They played in the fall, though.
Yes. And Coach describes them as being big up front, aggressive, and fast. Short of that, they don't really bring much to the table, do they, Howard?
No, they're
big, strong, fast, get after it, aggressive. That sounds like a good football team.
Well, they are well coached, and that's the big difference there. And just looking over their roster here, size-wise.
Yeah.
And
I'm just looking at them in front of us on the sideline.
That blue makes them look big, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be white. That always makes you look bigger. But you're big if you're in dark
colors.
Dark colors, you look bigger.
But I mean, I'm looking at 270, 230, 225, 245, 290.
So
they've got some size, and that's the backfield.
No, I was just going to say that's the quarterback and the wide receiver. So, we'll find out shortly here what this is all about. Ripon comes in, Coach Bradley's third year as the head coach. Small roster. They have 30. I think they just brought a couple dozen here tonight.
Right.
So there'll be guys going both ways.
Yeah, and during the scrimmage, they did have a few freshmen that got into that scrimmage to play with them.
Last Friday.
To see what they had.
Right. You're referring to the scrimmage with Marquezan a week ago tonight.
Okay, we're going to turn around and take a break here as we get ready for the national anthem. We'll be back with the start of the game in 3 minutes.
Lights flash gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back to Watertown, where we're getting ready for the start of this game. Howard Hansen, Marty Ernster bringing this one to you on the Ripon channel and the Wave, 93.1 FM and AM 1600. Why don't we turn around and get a couple of these advertisements out of the way, which will free us up a little bit more before. So, Lamers Bus Line. Drive your favorite teams to the game with Lamers Bus Line. Lamers is now hiring school bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedule, complete driver training, and bonuses up to $1,500, people. Apply in person at golamers.com.
Hey, here's another advertiser from a year ago. Make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliff's Tire and Battery. That's on West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
Many of us spend time thinking about what's for dinner rather than thinking about retirement. But if you think of your retirement deserves more attention, Edward Jones can help. Stop by and see your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Greg DeGalovich, otherwise known as Drago, at 121 Watson Street, or Shade Horton at 1098 West Fond du Lac Street. To learn more, Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Yep. We got Ripon has coaching changes this year,
Yes.
too. Gone are offensive coordinator Jason Wickstrom, Jeff Krentz, David Soda, and Jason Babbage. Now, the new ones are Sam Goldenboom, Jake Heinmeyer, and Todd, Solzel? And I haven't met those two guys before. So we got changes there. And then, of course, head coach Mark Bradley, and then Adam Downs and Chris Meeker stay on, like they've been there for a number of years.
Sam Goldenboom, some of you may remember, played for the Tigers a few years back. Very good defensive lineman.
I coached his older sisters in basketball. Yep.
And even had one of his sisters play football for Ripon. So definitely a good bloodline there for the Tigers coaching staff.
Yeah, we're going to see some changes according to Coach Bradley. And when you look at the offense, they're still going to run that double wing formation, but sometimes evidently they're going to spread it out a bit. So the double wing, but you might then move one of those guys into a slot position is what I'm envisioning.
Yep.
I'm going to have to wait and see it for myself. Defensively, they're going to also go a little different up front. Instead of like a 4-4, you're going to see some odd numbers up front with a 3-man or maybe a 5-man up front. Once again, we'll have to wait and see.
And they'll make those adjustments as the game goes on.
Yeah.
But, talking with Coach Bradley this week, he really thinks 3-man up front, they're going to be able to do some damage with that, which would free up a few more bodies deeper in the defensive backfield.
Right. So the bottom line is, the offensive and defensive lines, as always in the game of football, regardless of what level, they're going to determine to a large degree. They don't get the fanfare, they don't get the headlines, but they'll determine typically what team is going to be dominating, and that's low man wins. But they're going to have to take on a physical, aggressive on both sides of the ball, home Phoenix ball club, and we're going to learn a lot about Ripon early on. Now, like we said in the pregame earlier, I love the idea in terms of 10 seniors out of a roster of 30, 10 are seniors. And most of those guys lead by example on the field. So a lot of the names we're going to be using tonight, we used last year as well, that you'll be hearing will be quite familiar.
And we're going to use a lot of those same names quite a bit, as a lot of them are going to be playing both ways.
And the good news is, as warm and as humid as it was today around Ripon, it's cooled off considerably. Plus, you're playing on grass, which is cooler than turf, and we have a mild breeze going. The sun is behind some light cloud cover. So if I'm a player out there, I'm appreciating all of that right now.
Noah Olson will get ready to kick off for the Tigers as the Phoenix won the toss here, and we'll get ready to go. Joshua Moore back deep for the Phoenix. As we are, as the music says, ready to rumble. First game of the 2021 fall season for Ripon Tiger football. And there's the kick. It's a short one. Be taken at muffed at about the 17. And a lot of times things happen out of those, as that was carried by number 22.
Yeah.
Schumann.
Yeah, it throws the timing off of the kick coverage. He was eventually brought down. They're going to start with good field position.
They'll be at about the 37-yard line, 38. They mark it on the 38 officially. No individual hash marks here, so we'll be guessing a little bit and looking heavily at their scoreboard.
Senior Brett Bach, 53, will line up interior there. Agamite will be over. Looks like he's going to be one of the rolled up outside linebackers.
Yeah, he's on the near side here. A little motion there. There's a quick pitch out coming to the near side here.
Nice cut
and
back.
A nice cut back there by number 22. That's Schumann. And he'll pick up about 8 yards on that carry.
5'7" only, but 180-plus pounds on that small frame. So that tells you a thick running back.
Be 2nd and 2. So Egamite jumps over to the wide side for the Tigers.
Let's see if they go to the wide side here. Offset eye, yeah.
And there's a jump.
Defensive lineman flinched, but I think he was drawn off. Yeah.
That was against. Well, he jumped on the reaction of
so
the,
it'll be
the tackle.
It'll be in favor of the Tigers.
Yeah, that was Brett Bach that jumped on that movement as he read it well. So it'll move it back 5 yards. So it makes it 2nd and 7. Ball sitting on the 45-yard line. Or back to the 40.
Boy, they got trips out to the wide side.
And here they go up the middle. And momentum keeps going forward. It's going to be close to that first down marker.
It's going to be short by about a yard or less than a yard, it looks like.
Yep. They're showing about a half a yard. Good eyes there by Marty.
That's why I'm wearing glasses.
Just underway here, 10:56.
Nice looking campus here in Watertown. Former member of the Little 10, as was Ripon.
Way back. That's a keeper.
Boy, that looked weird, the way everybody came off that line.
I think that was just between the center and the quarterback. A little tap on the butt when you
that's
snap
exactly,
it.
yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Get that first down, moves it up to midfield.
So right now, there is a size difference. You know, while you talked about how a lot of starters are missing from this Phoenix Ball Club, if you look at the roster, though, they got tons of seniors and juniors.
The advantage of a private school. Nice handoff again. Good cutout and back in, and that's Schumann. He'll pick up about 5.
So they're getting chunks of yards right now. The defense is doing the catching.
We'll give him a gain of 5.
Well, like you say, the battle in the trenches right now is being won by the Phoenix as they are exploding off that ball.
On this drive, it's, yeah, you got to get rid of the nervous energy and settle in and then take care of your assignment.
We saw that when we first came down here a couple years ago. The first half totally belonged to the Phoenix. And up the middle on a delayed.
Yeah, that was
beautiful run there.
Looked like a trap. He was down.
That would be a more.
That's your fullback running hard. Number 21.
And we have a Tiger down.
2 of them are shook up, Tigers.
That run good enough for a Phoenix.
And it takes it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10, Luther Prep.
Nothing fancy.
Ball is
No, just straight
by
ahead.
the offense.
Of the Tigers.
Everything's been on the ground so far.
And I wouldn't change it if it's working.
And just under 10 minutes in the first quarter, so a couple minutes and change have gone by.
Noah Hansen comes in for the Tigers in the middle there on the line.
Now they go to twin set in the backfield.
And we got flags coming from everywhere. False start. That'll be against the Phoenix. So that'll back them up 5.
Dead ball is a false start against the Phoenix. 5-yard
Second penalty of the game, and then both of them have been against the Phoenix.
Five-man front, that's old school football. It's almost like the 53 Hortonville Polar Bears when last time they played ECC with Ripon would run the 53. It was used against option football back in the day.
And here it comes around and having a hand on a big paw, I should say.
That was a great job. That might have been Jordan Perkins, a freshman that might have had that hand-up jersey. And then the pursuit was outstanding for a no gain on that play by the Tigers. Great team tackling on that play.
Great pursuit coming from the backside on that.
That's their best defensive effort so far here in the early goings of this game.
So it brings up 2nd and 15.
Will we see him go to the air here on 2nd and long? Maybe not.
I don't know. The way they've been running the ball, pretty much.
And they're being effective both inside and outside the tackles, off the edge.
Split the backfield.
Looks like 2 tight ends here.
Looking to pass. Throws it out.
And he got it on the flat. A lot of space.
And he'll get down close to a first down. Be about a yard or 2 short.
Wow.
Nice.
2nd and 15 is now going to be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 2. Wow.
And they're going to hurry it up. They want to get up there before the Tigers are ready.
It was great pressure on the quarterback, but he got rid of it. Credit to him for Watertown.
Yeah. And we're going to get flags.
Were they set for a full second? We'll see.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
Brett Whiting, the quarterback, tried to get it quick.
I like the idea of what the offense is doing against Ripon here.
Yep.
And in their efforts to try to catch the defense off guard, they had illegal procedure. So there are 3 consecutive, 5, not consecutive, but 3 5-yard penalties in this first drive of the game.
8:10 on the clock here in the first on the Heidel House scoreboard.
So Ripon's got to stop them twice here. Ball on the 26 of Ripon.
And there's another false start by number 12 on that one.
Yeah, he's out he's on the left flat, and it was on 2, and he went left on 1.
Yeah.
So right now, other than that stop for no gain on their feature running back, the best friend to the visiting Tigers right now has been the
yellow flag.
Yellow flag to the tune of 4 of them, all of the 5-yard variety.
So here we go. It will be 3rd and 11.
Ripon showing blitz, and they do come up the middle.
There's that handoff. Oh, what a slippery back, but staying there and bringing him down for the Tigers.
Cameron Hahn came in too high. His hands just went off the running back. It looked like he was going to get him for a 2-yard loss. But once again, the pursuit was good. Marginal gain.
Yeah, Egamite coming from the far side stayed with that. So it makes it 4th and 11, no gain on that one. Yep. Big play here for the Tigers.
4th down, ball on the 31.
Got a size mismatch on this side. There's the movement. Going to be looking to go. They're putting 3 across the middle.
To the flat. It picked off.
Intercepted there.
Stelmacher, is that?
That is.
Great run. He might be gone.
If he stays in bounds.
Look at this down the sideline.
Just getting caught down the end, and that is Stelmacher on a great defensive play there and takes it all the way down to about the 16-yard line.
What a change of events. The quarterback for the Phoenix rolled out to his left, threw across his body in traffic. Stelmacher, great job of reading it, just stepped up in front of the intended target, cradled it, and went right down the sideline. Looked like he might be gone. Well, Ripon offense, what a change of events. Ripon offense will get their first crack at the 6:43 mark here in the first quarter in this scoreless game. It sure looked like Watertown Luther Prep had everything going their way, and then the mistakes just started piling up, and they were their own worst enemy. Let's see what the Tigers can do here.
So Bradley at quarterback. Here come on the kick around and
nice. Olsen,
yes.
Olsen's in. Spun off.
Touchdown.
They're going to mark him at the 1.
Short.
Inside the 1, about the 1-yard line. Yeah. Noah Olsen, that was on the counter.
Yeah.
And Olsen came off the right-hand side and for about like 4 yards and then spun, and that's what broke him free for the 1st and goal, it would appear.
It did a nice job of reading his blocker, not trying to run past his blocker. Bradley hands it to the big guy up the middle. Hahn in for the touchdown, and the Tigers take the lead at the 6:20 mark.
My goodness.
Exactly.
Wow.
Number 34 is Cameron Hahn.
Cameron, the big guy. We saw what he did last year, this last spring, this last season we had. That was an interesting season. It was, 7 or 8 teams in it, and so you played 7 games, 8 teams. So there was always someone you didn't play. And the 2 top teams, as it turned out to be, Omro and Lamira, they never got to play one another, and they were both undefeated.
So here we go, extra point attempt. That kick is a line drive, and it is good.
Yeah.
Try for extra point is good.
And Olsen,
So it's 6:20 left in the first quarter.
at the 6:20 mark,
just-
Ripon takes the lead 7-0.
I don't know if you can tell, you viewers and listeners at home, I don't know who's live streaming or on the radio, but it's got very quiet here. And we're sitting outside below the press box amongst the people. And it got real quiet. They had their way, they being the host team. Watertown Luther Prep moving the ball, both up inside the tackles and then off the edge. And then got sloppy with a lot of illegal procedures or 2 men moving simultaneously in motion. And 5-yard variety penalties, I think at least 4 of them. And then when it became 4th and long, Mr. Stellmacher showed what he could do defensively. And what an important interception that was. And then Olsen set it up for the go-ahead first score of the game by Cameron Hahn.
Well, Stellmacher definitely set that up, taking advantage, like you said, of the mistake by the Phoenix, and the Tigers capitalized.
Great job.
That's where we're at 6:20 in the first here. Tigers lead 7-0 on the Heidel House scoreboard.
Short kick. 42, great job of avoiding the tackler. Finally brought down, gang tackled.
Yeah, about the 44-yard line, 43 is where they will take over.
Yeah, and I think 62, Braden Bain, the junior, I think, or the sophomore, brought him down for the Tigers. So they're going to have good field position at their own 43, short field. Yeah, it is the 45.
They gave him a really good spot, didn't?
Yeah, no, they gave
the
him,
right spot.
they're giving them
the
forward progress. Yeah, that's what they did.
All right, let's see what the Phoenix come out with here with their second possession.
They got the I formation with 2 split. Quarterback is under center. Splits up the middle.
First man through, and a big hole. And Stellmacher ends up bringing him down at about the 30-yard line. And
yeah.
A huge run there.
Quick hitter right off the gut. They kind of got some thunder and lightning working there for him.
First down, move the chain.
Bollig with the run there, big run. So that line definitely took care of it on that one for the Phoenix.
Now you're looking at twins left, and then you got the double set back
They'll
here.
Run right out of it.
Yeah, they're spreading it out. Oh, someone came up with air on that. Got to keep your head
Stellmacher
up.
finished that one off.
Got to keep your head up for the Tigers.
Josiah Moore.
Moore with the run on that one. He picks up 5.
We'll call it a gain of 5. Second
So
and 5.
they win that. 2nd and 5, you can do what you want. Defense has to play pretty straight, I think.
This is the area where they threw that interception, so I look for them to keep the ball on the ground. It's been effective for them. There it is. Once again, number 21 up the middle there, and that is
number 21 is Tom
Bogle.
Murphy.
And he'll pick up 3. So it'll be 3rd and 2.
Just short of the line to gain. 3rd and 1. Ball's at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone of the Tigers.
So the Tiger defense looking here to step it up.
Isaac Schumann, their feature running back, comes out. And then they went with a bigger fullback. Back to that I formation.
Moore is the deep one. Moore will get it. He'll get that first down and more as he gets down inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line.
And that run good enough for another Phoenix. First down.
Push it back to the 14.
First and 10, Luther Prep. We're inside the red zone. Inside the 15.
Tiger defense
first and 10, the ball's at the 14.
having problems with that big offensive line here of the Phoenix on this second drive of the first quarter. This time they, nice, Schumann with a nice pick through there, takes it down to about the 5.
Watertown Lutheran Prep doing a good job with their formations. They're really spreading out the Ripon defense with those formations, and then they're getting good blocking at the point of attack. And the running back's not even being touched until it seems well beyond the line of scrimmage.
It's the linebackers having to do something. So here we go, 2nd and 1.
Under 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter, Ripon up 7-0.
And big kick to the outside and in for the touchdown. And that'll be Moore on a 5-yard touchdown run. Makes it.
Moore has the quicker feet than Isaac Schumann does. He's a quick hitter. Nice job.
And that score is at the 3:42 mark here in the first.
Looking to tie this up with the point after. Kicking duties go to Tom Balge, 190-pound, 6'2" senior.
A good leg there as he's got plenty of distance, and it's good.
And the extra point.
I thought he was going to hit the scoreboard.
So we're tied at 7 with 3:42 here in the first on the Heidel House scoreboard.
Great answer by the Phoenix. They were shell-shocked with that interception by Gannon Stelmacher. And then 2 plays later, Ripon took it in to take the lead 7-0. And then they came right back, started with the kick-off return, getting it up to their own 45. Ripon's kick, I think Ripon has to think about, after seeing the 2 kicks to start this game, they're too short. I really think I'd almost go with a squib kick, something that might aid the kickoff team for Ripon, because it's being fielded at the 35-yard line.
And they're ending up around the 40-45 with the possession there.
See what happens here next time hopefully they will be kicking off.
Butsy Marchant Funeral Home, serving local families with grace and compassion since 1896 here in Ripon. As we're getting ready for the kickoff here.
Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic, restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry. That's Hillside Dental in Ripon.
Back deep for the Tigers.
Good kick if he stays in bounds.
He takes it at about the 10, up to the 15, trying to get some blocking and not much there. He'll go out right around the 27, 28-yard line. That's where the Tigers will take over with their second possession.
Just short of the 30.
So now we'll get a better look at this defensive unit and the offensive unit for the Tigers. They've run only 2 offensive plays for 6 points, I should say.
Yeah, 1-yard plunge there by Cameron Hahn for the Tigers.
They suit up probably a good 10 to 12 more players than Ripon does here tonight.
So, okay, Bradley in the backfield, calling out the cadence. Stelmacher in motion, gives it to him on a sweep to the left side, trying to follow his blockers. And not much there as he'll pick up maybe a yard.
Defense did a great job. They just strung it out until the defense was able to collapse on Stelmacher for a marginal gain.
Makes the tackle along with a couple other Phoenix.
Well, Tigers really first run outside here.
Clock is ticking down to the 3:15 mark remaining in the first quarter. We're all knotted up 7-7 here at Watertown Luther in Watertown, Wisconsin. About an hour drive.
Beautiful campus here. Coming back our way, that's Olson, and he'll get about 2 yards. So it'll bring up 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6.
Ran the counter. That was the same play that Olson ran down inside the 5-yard line. that set up the go-ahead touchdown by Cameron Hahn.
Brings up
I always
third
felt
down,
Olson
6
was the
yards to go for
speedier,
the
that
Tigers.
Stellmacher's quicker, Olson is faster, is the impression I was given that last season.
Yep. And Olson was out for a while with an injury.
3rd and 6.
So here we go. There's the motion.
Oh, he's
And
hit.
he goes down. Number 11 breaking through the line there. And that was Winkle on that sack all the way back to the 20-yard line, 21-yard line.
He's really not giving him any forward progress. Head referee.
Yeah.
About a yard forward progress.
So it brings up 4th down.
That was basically a prison break right up inside the tackles.
Yeah,
Sophomore quarterback Bradley had
no time
to react to the play.
Olson in to kick for the Tigers. Low snap. Gets off to the side. At least gets it away.
End over end should roll.
Nobody downfield for coverage.
Taken at the 45, and he's going down the right
line.
sideline.
Finally knocked out of bounds out there by Olson as he hung back. Yeah, Luther Prep did a nice job of taking people out of their defensive lanes on that and open that outside.
That was about a 35-yard return, just a little less than 35 yards, I think. So great return, and now, once again, they are in great position. And they're in business again on a short field. Call it on the Ripon 30-yard line, just like that.
1:20 to go, 1:29 to go here. Here's that pitch outside. And a good job of staying home out there by Stellmacher. Comes up and closes that down for a loss of 2 yards.
Loss on the play.
Schumann was the ball carrier there. Clock will continue to run as we're coming down to the 1 minute mark.
The senior Stellmachers really made a first impression here for the start this season, both with that interception and then a couple good tackles, that one being the best so far. If he doesn't make that tackle on that quick pitch sweep left, he's going to get considerable yards.
Here comes second man. That's Schumann again. And Tigers, bunch of them out there.
Ripon doing a better job.
Ripon
doing a better job in this series so far early on of team pursuit, defensive pursuit, and minimizing the yards.
Schumann coming off limping. He's hurt. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
3rd and long. And so here's a big opportunity. You have to look at them as opportunities if you're Ripon. Figure they're in 4-down territory for sure, so they're going to, but it starts here.
And this will be the last play of the first quarter as we're down to 5 ticks on the clock. Second man through, and a good carry there.
Now,
should have a first down there.
Tom Hogan running the trap.
Boy, if it's not, it's going to be a foot short.
Have to see where they have it there. They're going to call it a first down. So first quarter comes to an end as we're tied at 7. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the Ripon Channel and the Wave.
the 20-yard line.
Welcome back to Watertown Luther Prep as we are getting ready to start the second quarter. We're tied at 7. Luther Prep 1st and 10, ball sitting on the 20. And first man through the gap, and Tigers do a nice job to slow him down. He'll pick up about 2, maybe 3.
The carrier.
They're going to give him the 3 there. Tigers making some adjustments defensively there.
Gain of 3. We'll call it 3. 2nd and 7.
New back coming in for
the red zone.
the Phoenix. Medina is number 40. We're going with twins to the left there. Keep an eye on that. And they keep it on the ground. And a slew of Tigers up there hammering, and they'll stop him at the 15-yard line.
That was Tom Balls off the left tackle. Got a couple. Ripon's had difficulties on 3rd down. They need to do what they're doing on 1st and 2nd down here.
Well, it's 3rd and 5, so that's one of the better situations for the Tigers on 3rd down.
Brett Whiting, the quarterback for the Phoenix, is over there on that sideline, gets the play from the head coach. 3rd and 5. Ball is on Ripon 15-yard line.
They have a slew of backs that they're rotating in there. Tigers show blitz. Here's the rollout wide open in the end zone, and you didn't see him. Instead, he goes to the out man, and that's Medina. And it will be a 1st down.
To Medina.
Yeah, it's Troy Medina. 200-pound, 5'10". He's a junior.
So 1st and goal, ball on the 4. And they had a wide open receiver that came all the way across on the back end.
But the play was set up.
Yep. For that swing out.
Play action keeper, bootleg right. Here not the tight end right, split right.
Here we go, 2nd man.
He's
spinning in. And that is touchdown by Moore. And scores on a 4-yard touchdown run at the 10:23 mark here.
So the challenge for the Ripon defense is just the rushing game of the Phoenix. Was talking about 2018, the first time these two teams ever played, and it was pretty much dominated as they get ready for the point after, dominated by the Phoenix in the first half. And all of a sudden, and there's the kick, and boy, it's a knuckleball.
Yeah,
and it hits.
It's good.
What did it hit?
It hit the building.
The building.
That was behind there.
The garage, the
weird
storage
bounce,
shed is directly behind the goalpost. Knuckleball barely clearing the crossbar, hits the side of the building and bounced back towards the field. Okay, you say so. But 2018 to finish that story, and they were running up inside the tackles. Ripon had no answer for it. And all of a sudden they started going wide, trying to get to the edge. Ripon defense responded, gave them nothing, and it worked in Ripon's favor, and they squeaked out I think it was a 14-13 victory back in 2018. But their physical style of play that Coach Bradley talked about with this team tonight seems to be being proven to be the case.
Big difference there. Fortified Bank is growing Wisconsin. One person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit fortifiedbank.com to see how banking locally is a win for you and our community. Member FDIC, that's Fortified Bank.
Hey, WRPN is your local source of news, weather, and sports. Tune in to The Wave on 93.1 FM or 1600 AM and team up weekday mornings with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening. That's WRPN.
All right, turn around and ready for the kick here. Stelmacher back deep once again. This time they keep it low. Picked up and coming around the right side. And we have a flag there, which usually means a clip or a block in the back or something.
Well, Ripon got the ball to about the 25 or so, but now it's going to be brought back. They're going to be in a hole here, and the offense is going to really is going to be challenged here.
Donovan Huber was the ball carrier there for the Tigers.
Yeah, he's got to learn to run with a little bit more of a lean there. You kind of run straight up.
Kind of upright, yeah. You're asking for an owie when you do that.
Well, you oftentimes get dislodged from the ball also.
So they mark it back 10 yards. Or it'll be 1st and 10. Ball will be sitting on about the 9-yard line.
Let's see if the defense tries to tee off, take advantage of the real estate of the ball here deep in Ripon territory on their own 14.
See if Tigers can get some momentum going here. Bradley with the call. There's the pitch out and not
Fumble,
good.
and recovered by the defense. Quick pitch left with man in motion, and it just got blown up. It'll be 1st and goal.
Whitting, number 2, got in there and broke that up.
They go with a 4-man front, and then they roll their corners up, and they square. They're facing each other. What they're doing is defending against the double wing, and they're staying home. And so whether it's a counter or if it's the first man with the double wing, they seem to have a guy there right away. Good defensive coaching.
So they will take over. Ball is on the 7-yard line.
Ripon down 14-7, 10 minutes and change remaining in the first half.
Second man through. Still on his feet and finally brought down.
Touchdown.
And there's the signal for the touchdown at the 10:05 mark here in the second.
Nice blocking up front. Again,
and a big hole there.
Josiah Moore.
And Moore with his second touchdown.
Touchdown.
Wow. Now these guys were 6-2 a year ago in their North Capital Conference, North Division of the Capital Conference. So they're coming off a successful season a year ago.
And picking right up with a beautiful kick there. And it'll make it 21-7.
That one is off the roof of the storage building behind the goalpost.
It always looks a little better when that happens there. Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented trained dealer, offers service on all your manufactured brands and specializes in providing solutions for all your home comfort needs. Getting the job professionally done and on time, Fusion Heating and Cooling, serving the Ripon and surrounding area.
Webster's Marketplace is proud to be your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987, featuring an in-store deli, bakery, floral shop, butcher, and smokehouse. Webster's is your full-service grocery store, Highway 23 West in Ripon. So Ripon will be back to receive. Just it seems minutes ago they did that. They got called for their first penalty, illegal block, and it set them deep inside their own 20-yard line, and first play resulted in a fumble on a sweep quick pitch attempt.
Actually, it was only 18 seconds ago.
I was talking real.
I know.
I was talking real time.
This is just unbelievable. Home team coming out here and showing their physicality. There's a little pooch kick. Better get on it or somebody's going to jump on it in a blue jersey. And on that for the Tigers was Peyton Stagel, a sophomore. Yeah.
Nice initial hit.
So he'll turn around and at least get it up there.
Yeah, the one thing facing the Tigers this year is just numbers. You know, last year they were better. Once again, I said in pregame, you got that nucleus of 10 seniors, so 1 out of every 3 of the roster players is a senior. And you can never have enough seniors in high school football. But right now, the defense and the offense very much clicking for the host Phoenix of Watertown Luther Prep.
Big difference in that. They're showing their superiority.
Ripon going with their traditional double wing motion with Olsen.
Straight up the middle there. Pick up a couple, about a yard.
Cameron Hahn went up the middle with that. About a yard.
His second carry of the ball game. And he gets a yard, so it's 2 yards for Cameron on the night so far.
Very short game. We'll give him one.
Got to get a seam. Got to get something to give the back an opportunity. But they're getting that handoff and immediately in that backfield area, they're coming under contact. They only had one returning offensive lineman this year, the Tigers.
That was Brett Bach, yeah. Olsen on the cutback, trying to get to the outside, and a beautiful one-on-one tackle out there.
Great tackle. Was that number 10 on number 10?
That it was, 10 on 3.
Or 10 on 3, excuse me.
Number 10.
And
wow, what a great form tackle.
Hyman with the tackle out there.
Picked up Olsen and set him back when it looked like Olsen might be able to spring and get some serious yardage. He still did. Brings up a makeable 3rd and a long 4, short 5, however you want to couch it.
That's right about it. I mean, that was just square up shoulder into the chest and drove him back.
It was like Gannon Stelmacher's tackle that he had in the first quarter.
So here we go. It's 3rd. And like Marty said, long 4, short 5. And
going to get a timeout.
Timeout by the Tigers as they used a lot of time getting that play in.
Well, and then when they didn't snap out of that huddle very well, did they? They kind of strung out getting up to the line of scrimmage. So I think it's this young team, I think it's a smart timeout by Coach Bradley. Hey, Walworth, we believe a company like a family is like a family, and is made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out walworth.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon High School.
Pastimes for a truly delicious lunch or evening dinner, plan a visit at Pastimes Pub and Grill. Carol's homemade soups are always available along with a great variety of sandwiches, awesome burgers and salads. Be sure to try their popular baby back ribs available Saturday evenings. If you enjoy cooking, stop in and apply at Pastimes Pub and Grill, downtown Ripon, and I will attest on Carol's soups.
Not only soups, I've seen Howard eat 3 of everything on the menu. So, speaking of food, how about Mr. and Mrs. P's? Next time you're heading out for breakfast or lunch, visit Mr. and Mrs. P's Eatery. Their menu includes many different scratch-made, professionally prepared entrees. End your meal with a delectable dessert from their in-house bakery. Open Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. Mr. and Mrs. P's. That's Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. I've heard a lot of good things about
great
that place.
Pastries out there. I've had great breakfasts, so definitely stop out there and see them at Mr. and Mrs. P's.
I have to pass on that. I have to watch my feminine figure here.
Go ahead and eat it. I'll watch your figure for you.
Okay,
here we go. 3rd down and 5. And a nice job of stringing that out and just nowhere to go.
No, it's just the defensive penetration is just right now too much for the Ripon offensive line.
Yeah, Stelmacher had nowhere to go. He was trying to bounce off a blocker, but there were blue jerseys on both sides of that blocker.
Beautiful sunset here. Orange, big ball, orange sun setting down, and we're under the 8-minute mark till halftime. Ripon is trailing 21-7. And is forced into a 4th and long punting situation. The ball on their own 31-yard line.
Olsen back to kick it for the Tigers.
This last one was end over end. Actually was not a bad one, but it resulted in a 30-yard punt return. Another short snap.
He's going to keep it and run because he really had no choice.
And it's going to be 1st and 10. Watertown Luther Prep.
35, somewhere around there of the Tigers.
Yeah, so both snaps have been into the ground. And Olsen needs to work on that quick one-step side settle into a kick. Easier said than done.
When you have body being blocked back into, it is rather difficult, that is for sure. So they're going to spot him at the 36. With 7:24 to go.
The story of this game is short field for Watertown Luther Prep offensively. The only bright spot for the Tigers has been the interception by senior Gannon Stelmacher. Ran it for about, 70-some yards.
Yep. Look back to pass. Looking downfield, has a wide open man, and should have been intercepted there as the coverage was there by Max Huber.
Yeah, the sophomore, not Brett Favre, number 4, but the sophomore had it but great coverage, great closing on that. It was a good call. Isn't that everything's been on the ground pretty much except for about 3 plays. So they come out on 1st and 10, sort of a la Joe Stelmacher in Berlin. Once you get the turnover, you go for the jugular on the 1st and 10 before the opposing defense even has a chance to think about what just took place. Good idea, but great defense by the young man for the Tigers.
2nd and 10 here for the Phoenix. Here's faking the pitch and right into the arms of the Tigers, and nowhere for Whitting to take and go.
Yeah,
he gets up and he's a little hot there.
Cameron Hahn threw him down. He didn't like it. He got in the face. Referees thought nothing of it. That's interesting. I like that.
Let him play a little bit. So they're going to say a gain of 1.
No gain on the play. We call it 3rd and 9.
Yeah, the ref's talking to Cameron Hahn now, but I
thought it was just football.
Well, my point is, he kind of, after he was tackled, kind of got a little rough with him. But when you retaliate, then you are also a guilty party. He wasn't spoken to. But I like that attitude by Ripon and Cameron Hahn. You got to bring that. This is football.
Got to be tough. So here we go, 3rd and 9, handoff up the middle, and working it down to about close to the 30. And now we get a flag.
Are you kidding me? Don't tell me they're going to call a late hit.
Flag on the play. We got to check a marker.
Yeah.
I think, and I saw what happened. I think it was number 4. I just came to his knees as the ball carrier. I think that's an overreaction by the official. Based on what
happened the previous play.
Yep.
So we'll see what comes up here. They're all getting together to talk.
Well,
now Brett Bach is pointing towards Watertown Lutheran Prep.
See, I thought it was going to be a late hit on our defensive back, and I thought that would be a mistake. So
I think they're just picking it up, maybe.
No, they're calling something personal
foul against the Phoenix.
Dead ball foul. So that was a little payback,
huh? 15-yard penalty.
Didn't see who it was, but somebody was a little overzealous.
That brings up 4th and long.
So it'll be 4th and about 20, 21.
Yeah, about 4th and 20. And given the circumstances, the ball's at the 46-yard line of Ripon. I think they're taking a timeout, and we'll take a quick timeout here also. And tell you about Lamer's Bus. You drive your favorite teams to the game with Lamer's Bus Lines. Well, guess what? Lamer's is now hiring school bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training, and bonus up to $1,500. Apply in person or go lamers.com/careers.
Make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery. West Fond du Lac Street, Ripon, Wisconsin. That's Cliffs Tire and Battery.
Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic, and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry. That's Hillside Dental in Ripon.
Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement.
I know I do.
I do also. But if you think your retirement deserves more attention, Edward Jones can help. Stop by and see your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Greg Duvalovich at 121 Watson Street, or Shade Horton at 1098 West Fond du Lac Street. Learn more. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greg Duvalovich.
Drago. So here we go. It'll be 4th, and they're lining up like they're going for it. Why not?
Yeah.
Ripon hasn't shown you anything offensively.
Calls for a pass. 5-step drop. Goes out to his right. Now he's getting pressure.
Nice side step there.
He's going to tuck and run. Gets by the first tackler. Gets by the 4 yards.
Not quite enough, but that's just as good as a punt.
I'll tell you, he was 3 yards short of getting that first down. So call it unofficially about a 17 to 18-yard scamper.
Nice job there by Whitting.
So turns over on downs. Good job by the Ripon defense. Got aided with that unsportsmanlike dead ball penalty.
That helped. So
big time.
5:42 to go here in the first half. The home team, Phoenix, Phoenix leading the Tigers 21-7 on your Heidel House scoreboard.
Ripon offense cannot get a kick started here. The defensive penetration, battle in the trenches, has been pretty much one-sided so far. Let's see what happens on this possession.
Quick handoff to Hahn. He keeps the legs churning. He'll pick up about 4, maybe 5.
And he's doing that all on his own.
Yeah, there was blue jerseys right at the line of scrimmage as he met it. They're going to give him 4 on that. Clock will keep running.
Was the ball carrier. Hahn.
Saw his older brother out at the golf course out at Lasonia this summer.
Carter, good kid.
Yep, Carter.
He goes to school at UW La Crosse, runs track there.
Gain of 4, second and 6.
And I can tell looking at him, and he's not small, but I know who gets that last pork chop
Yeah.
when he's home.
There's a little pass over the middle. Nice job.
Great block. First down.
Yeah. It's gonna be
I think it's their first down. And what a great block by Gannon Stellmacher.
Right
The
near
stock
the marker.
block right in front of the Ripon bench, right in front of the first down marker, really was probably the difference of that play. Good call, great execution, first and 10 for the
Enough
Tigers.
for a first
Ball on
down.
the 33-yard line of Ripon.
Kai Agamite, the recipient of that pass,
First and 10 Tigers.
and gets the first down for the Tigers. As Marty said, that is their first down.
Ball's resting
And
at
if
the
you're not
40.
familiar with Kai, he has not. I've asked him. He has nothing to do with the Vegemite sandwich, the Agamite sandwich.
Right.
Yeah.
Gonna
Hey,
start promoting his own line.
You know,
there,
we talked about him not just during the football season, but
Basketball.
Yeah, he can give you close to 10 points and close to 10 boards a game, and that'll be huge for this coming winter season for Coach Steve Brooks.
There's the
Fumble.
counter fumble, and
And
Bradley falls on it.
Yeah, he picked it up and then fell on it.
Covered by the Tigers.
We're fortunate to get that back.
Yeah.
Normally you don't want to try to stand up and get it. You're under a lot of duress, as the old expression goes. Just snake your body around it
Yep.
and live for another day. It'll be second, and
Ball's
speaking
all the
of
way back to
4th
the
and 24, the
33-yard
host
line.
team a few minutes ago, it's
4
now going to
minutes to
be
go in the half.
second, and they'll call it
Second and long
17.
for the Tigers.
Calls for a passing situation here,
Yep.
but can they provide enough time for the sophomore quarterback to be effective?
That is the question we've seen, because the Phoenix have controlled the line of scrimmage for the whole night. Looking to pass,
Blitz on the backside.
goes deep and overthrows.
Pass attempt
Stellmacher,
falls
I
incomplete.
think. Yeah.
Yep. Had no chance out there, but a nice job
Well,
by
bring up third and
Bradley
long for the
staying in
Tigers.
the pocket and getting rid of that. So it'll bring up 3rd and 17. 3:37 to go here.
Yeah. Yep.
First half, just moving right along.
Sun is now behind the clouds. Lights are definitely,
A factor here now.
yeah.
And
What
you
a
can see
great
a few
evening.
shadows.
What a
but
great evening
it
for
is.
high
We're
school
sitting
football.
outside here.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, 2.5 hours ago, I would have been sitting on this aluminum unless I was frying an egg.
It was warm. So here we go, 3rd and 17.
Man in motion. Stellmacher fakes it to him. I think
Up
they
the
went
middle
with,
they went.
yeah, probably
And
with
nothing
Cameron.
There. Yep. And there was nothing there for the big guy.
Yeah, everything just collapsed.
No gain on the play.
And it'll bring up 4th and punting
Brings up
situation.
4th and long
Like I say,
for
if
the
you
Tigers.
don't have the blocking up front, you're not going to go anywhere. And the Tigers have only one returning lineman, like Marty said.
Let's
so.
see if we can get a better result on the punt team here. It's been tough sledding trying to get that snap back to the hands of the punter.
Good
Olsen.
snap here will make a huge difference. A little
Much-
bit better,
A lot better.
and that'll go up
And-
and just cross midfield and
Yeah.
go out of bounds somewhere around the 44, 45-yard line.
Of Phoenix.
Yep.
Yeah, that punt, you can tell by the flight, it went off his toe because it was actually spinning backwards like a gainer
Yep.
versus a forward somersault. But, hey, the snap, big improvement.
That was
He
a
had to
huge-
reach down for it. It was about knee-high.
Phoenix
The
territory.
previous two were on the ground.
Hey, if you're
First and
listening
10,
and
the
watching
ball's
this
on the
on
49.
the Ripon Channel YouTube, hit that like button
2:54.
or subscribe so you can get all the notifications of upcoming events
Remaining in the
on
half.
the Ripon Channel.
Yeah. Budsine Marchant serving local families with grace and compassion since 1896. First and 10 on their own 49-yard line. The Phoenix trying to improve on that 21-7 lead. Quarterback
Here's
keeper
the rollout.
sets, fires, but he gets
down.
hit. Vetemite, Agamite. Oh,
Vetemite,
my.
I like that. He's got a new nickname.
Oh.
He came in there and reached around a blocker.
It was play action pass, straight drop back. And Agamite would have nothing to do with it from that outside position. He was too kind. He really could have
let him have it.
Yeah, because when you're exposed, as anybody knows, when that quarterback has that football cocked and ready to fly, you are totally exposed.
Fortified Bank is growing Wisconsin. One person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit fortifiedbank.com to see how banking locally is a win for you and our community.
2:05 remaining in the first half. 21-7 Watertown Luther Prep over the Ripon Tigers. They have the ball. It's second and 18.
There's the pitch out. A lot of blocking out in front, trying to turn it back in.
Oh, look at that block.
And goes out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
The Ripon defensive back on that has to take 21, the lead blocker, and you can't just keep acting like you're on roller skates and being pushed back. You have to challenge him and throw him to a side, and then what happens is you force the running back with the ball to break left or right.
Yeah, he's got to commit, which then
exactly, and then your defensive pursuit
can help. Otherwise, you're just pushing back. It's like a wedge.
Exactly.
So it'd be 3rd and 5 here.
Use your hands. No slow dancing on defense.
I like that. And there's that little pitch out and a wall in front of him. Good cutback. And a saving tackle out there by Huber.
Wow.
Saves a touchdown there.
Max Huber.
Just getting tripped up by the shoelaces.
Wow.
A great run out there.
What a great effort by a 10th grader. A shoestring tackle diving prevented 6 points. 1:43 remaining. What a great execution of a screen pass on the left side to the wide side of the field.
And a great run out there by Moore.
Head coach for the Phoenix really seems to have Ripon on their heels, this play calling too. You know, just when you're pounding it and you're thinking about the physicality of the game, they start going into the air. Offset, I2 tight ends, looks like power. Quarterback keeper.
And there's the pitch.
That's a la Brett Favre right there.
That was pretty close
Still
to being
on
a
his
forward
feet.
lateral, but a nice job to elude it.
Either way it was legal, whether it be a lateral or a pass. It was a one-handed flip end over end to the receiver.
Makes it a first down. And they're going to mark it on the about the 10-yard line, so it'll be first, and they could still technically get a first down as the ball is on the Phoenix side of the line.
They got that pro set in the backfield with the 2 split. They're just going to run it.
Hand it off. Yep. Stop us if you can. And
nice
the Tigers,
tackle.
nice job there.
What a great form tackle by, I think that was Huber. Number 4, I think had the great form tackle. I tell you, I love the way that sophomore sticks his nose in there.
Give Noah Hansen some credit there as he had his nose up in there too also.
Good.
So,
hard to get the number at that angle.
Well, and these numbers are not the easiest to pick up, being this
they're
light
not.
orange.
Yeah, it's a light orange against the white.
WRPN, your local source for news, weather, sports. Tune into The Wave on 93.1 FM or 1600 AM and team up weekday mornings with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening.
Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented Train dealer, offers service on all manufacturers, brands, and specializes in providing solutions for all your home and comfort needs. Getting the job professionally done and on time. Fusion Heating and Cooling, servicing Ripon and surrounding areas.
Webster's Marketplace in Ripon is proud to partner with Hometown Broadcasting and support Ripon Tiger Athletics. Thank you for shopping Webster's Marketplace, your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987, Highway 23 in Ripon. And here we go. Ball is on the 6-yard line.
And it's 2nd and 6. 2nd and goal, folks. 42 seconds remaining to go to the far corner pass. Beautiful play.
Yep. The only one that was going to catch that was number 12, Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, tall target. And when you have to be so concerned about what's happening on the ground, what better way than to attack through the air? Good call, great execution, 27-7. 38 seconds remaining here in the first half. Ripon will have a lot to talk about at halftime.
Yeah, a lot to talk about.
Phoenix feeling really good about themselves right now, I'll tell you that.
So the extra point attempt
Winkle the snap.
as
We need to hold.
Quarterback is the holder. Pretty common in the game of football.
that one is
Nice
up
kick.
and good. Plenty of leg there.
And ball gains extra
Makes it
point.
28-7. Last
So it's
4
38
possessions
seconds left in the
scored
first
on
half.
by the Phoenix
Your Luther
as we have
Prep
38
28.
seconds to go here. It is 28-7 on your Heidel House scoreboard.
Walworths, we believe a company like a family is made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out walworths.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon High School.
For a truly delicious lunch or evening dinner plan, a visit to Pastimes Pub and Grill. Carol's homemade soups are always available, along with a great variety of sandwiches, awesome burgers, and salads. Be sure to try their popular baby back ribs, available Saturday evenings. If you enjoy cooking, stop in and apply at Pastimes Pub and Grill, downtown Ripon.
Get the chowder, Carol's chowder, if you like soup.
Her deluxe pizza soup is to die for. Yeah.
I'm hungry, you know.
We should have stopped somewhere for fish.
I
Could have
think
gone
I
to
just had.
Pastimes before we left.
I think I had a bologna sandwich before I fed the cats and dog before you picked me up.
Got to take care of the animals first.
I got to
That's the
do a
main-
better job than Bologna. There's the kick.
That's in between. Takes a bounce.
Ay, ay, ay. Look out. Look out.
And going nowhere.
No, it's that's
Carter
a
Kissinger.
yeah. That's unfortunate for him. Sometimes you let the ball play you, and other times you play the ball, and
You know,
got caught between.
that's a freshman mistake. You know, he's young, not sure of it.
Yep.
So the Tigers will take over. That ball will be at the 11-yard line with 35 seconds to go here.
It'll be interesting to see if Ripon's just going to try to get in with no more damage. I think that's what I would try to do, and if the Watertown Luther coaching staff thinks that that's what they're going to do, will they take a timeout? We'll find out on this first play if there's any strategy by either ball club.
No, Tigers going to run it. There's the counter coming back through right
Protect
side.
the ball.
Yep, and they do get the first down.
I think that was Olson on the counter.
That it was. So they get the first down there.
Hahn doing a good job on that play also, Carter, or Cameron with the blocking. 12 seconds, that'll be it. I don't think they'll run another play.
I wouldn't.
I think
Why
we'll,
risk the opportunity of giving the ball up? But they come up to the line.
no, they're not going to run it.
And that they were going to run it if they had the time, but that the clock comes to an end there, and it is halftime with the Watertown Luther Prep Phoenix leading your Ripon Tigers 28-7 on your Heidel House scoreboard. We'll turn around and be back to go over the first half in 5 minutes on the Ripon channel and the Wave. Welcome back to Watertown Luther Prep and Ripon High School football. Tigers trail the Phoenix 28-7 on your Title House scoreboard at halftime. And Marty, the first highlight of the game for us was the Stellmacher interception and return, which set up Ripon's touchdown.
Yeah, at the time it was the highlight of the game for either ball club. They were moving the ball in spite of their own penalties, the Phoenix, in the first series to start the game, and they went to the air, and lo and behold, Gannon Stellmacher picked one off in the flat about 10 yards down the field and returned it for, I would say, in excess of 70 yards. And that was the catalyst or the setup for the go-ahead touchdown by the Tigers. Olsen got close, and the Cameron Hahn did the final touches for the 6. Extra point was good. It was 7-0 at the time, and then since then it's been all Phoenix. Both sides of the ball in the trenches, offensive and defensively, have really dictated this entire contest from beginning to end. And it's the host team, loaded with seniors, loaded with size, aggressiveness, athleticism, that is really the answer to what's going on out here with a 28-7 score, Ripon trailing.
Yeah, for the Phoenix, their big horse has been Mr. Moore, as he's got 2 touchdowns there, and both of those have been 7-yard runs for him.
Yeah, and and the quarterback is savvy. He when he does throw, he's smart. He's very elusive when he wants to tuck and run. So he's got the whole package. You can tell he's the leader of that offensive unit out there. There's that old adage. The bigger they are,
harder they fall.
The harder, the more it hurts.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's preseason, and speaking of which, we'll be back a week from tonight in the friendly confines of Ingalls Field. We'll be taking on Kiel, and
the Purple Raiders.
The Raiders, and we've been going non-conference with those guys for just about as long as I can remember, and they have a heck of a program. They've been very successful in recent years, winning state-level playoff games.
Well, and they've turned around and not just playing games against them. It goes way back to the 4-team scrimmages. They used to come over for that.
And then conference play will finally get underway, coming off that Labor Day weekend. What is it, like September 3rd or something? And that's going to be our friends from Berlin. Ripon will travel to Berlin to open up conference play. Joe Stellmacher and company. So it's not going to get any easier for this young Ripon squad.
Exactly. So we're going to turn around and send it out to Jason Mansmith out on Radio Road for a few ads there.
Yep.
And we will be back here on the Ripon channel and the Wave in 2.5 minutes for the second half.
Jason's on the board.
Welcome back to halftime as we're getting ready to start the third quarter here at Watertown Luther Prep, where it is 28-7. The Phoenix leading the Tigers on the Heidel House scoreboard.
Hey, next time you're heading out for breakfast or lunch, visit Mr. and Mrs. P's Eatery. Their menu includes many different scratch-made, professionally prepared entrees, and your meal with your meal with a delectable, I love that word, delectable dessert from their in-house bakery. Open Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday. Mr. and Mrs. P's, Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
Drive your favorite teams to the games with Lamers Bus Lines. Lamers is now hiring school bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedule, competitive driver training, and bonuses up to $1,500. Apply in person or go to lamers.com/careers.
I got to tell you, Howard, I get a text from Dave Johnson saying that we've improved. He's
good.
He's evaluating us.
I like the evaluation.
And we've improved, and there was even a comment that maybe we even have somewhat of an idea of what football is about. So coming from Dave, that's good. Dave's the guy down at he always provides meals for college kids when they come in to do athletic events at Cousins. So I'm glad to know he's listening in.
Hey, at least we're finding out you can teach old dogs new tricks.
Yes, you hear that, Dave? Dave Johnson is a dog. Now, if Dave Johnson was a dog, what kind of dog would Dave be?
Oh, a hot dog.
A hot dog. Oh, I like that. Okay.
All right, we're getting ready here to start the second half. Ripon will receive to start it.
Well, I'll tell you, what better way to feel a little bit better about yourself after being pretty much controlled in the first half than to get the ball to start the second half and move the chains. Start with getting a first down or two and take it from there.
Get some momentum going.
Yeah.
This one's kicked deep into the corner. Taken at the 15-yard line.
Go.
Got to get that corner cut, and he stopped.
Yeah, trying to make the cut back.
That's the a young runner there. That was Huber.
Well, he's trying to make the cut back.
Yep.
I'm not going to judge.
So the Tigers will take over. It looks like they'll mark it right around the 25-yard line. So
okay,
decent field position
yeah,
for the Tigers.
And here's the other thing. They only have that one penalty that I recollect. Is that was on the kickoff return, that the illegal block.
Yep.
So that's something that shows some discipline on the visitors, the Tigers.
I remember a year ago we saw a lot of laundry.
They need to snap out of that huddle. See how
Wouldn't that be cool?
They're going in stages. That'll come along, I think, hopefully next game. Here we go, 1st and 10 on their own 24-yard line.
There's the pitch out to Hahn, and nowhere to go as that defensive line just penetrated. They're going to say he lost 4 on that.
Wow.
We'll call it a loss of 5.
So very tough getting things going when all you see is blue jerseys in front of you.
Yep.
Beautiful night out here. We're sitting outside
it
watching
is absolutely
this game.
gorgeous.
There's a slight little breeze, so makes it tolerable. So they come up to the line, 2nd and 14. Back to pass, looking, goes up over the middle. Agamite turns, and good no call on that incidental contact. On the coverage, there was more for the Phoenix.
My buddy Keith Cram's listening in. In fact, he was going, hey, football, question mark, before the game started. Right before we went on. Yeah, he was on it. He was ready to rock and roll.
It's August. Yes, Keith, it should really be baseball season.
Oh, and Keith, just since you're listening, I need that dolly back. I got to move some appliances tomorrow. That's true. That's true.
That's true?
Yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't a different type of dolly.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 14. There's the counter.
To Gannon Stelmacher, I think, off the left side.
And he'll pick up a few. Give him about 5. So it'll bring up a 4th and 8 for the Tigers.
Stelmacher, the ball carrier.
Got a punt.
the big body's just doing a great job for the Phoenix of getting out there and shutting that down.
4th and 1.
O-line for Ripon just has to work on sustaining contact on those blocks, on drive blocking. It'll be work in progress as they get back to punt.
Get a good snap here.
The
Decent
best
snap. And a good kick.
Over the heads of the intended
Yeah,
punt returners. And with the roll, it goes all the way down inside the 10-yard line.
Yes. Beautiful punt there by
Wow.
Olson.
I tell you, if this was punt, pass, and kick competition,
He was straight right on the
he'd
line.
be going to state.
That was a heck of a kick there. So.
That was a great kick. My goodness.
So the Phoenix will take over on the 27-yard line.
Best snap they've had, too, out of unofficially, I have them down for 4 or 5 punts.
That was the 5th punt. So they're
See if the
coming up for-
defense can, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
But see if the defense can keep them penned in. They're on their own 12-yard line. Straight.
Yep, straight handoff. That's more.
Oh, boy.
Shucking off defenders.
Yeah, you bet. There's a cheap shot. Number three just got caught. Yeah. Yeah. It hit.
Dead
It
ball fall.
had nothing to do with
The play.
the play.
Laundry on the field will check the marker.
And they know it, and they're walking back.
Yeah. Number 3 unloaded on him. I don't think he even saw him.
No. So the officials are talking it over.
He tried to, after he did the smart thing. He walked back towards his teammates in the massive humanity there with
Yeah.
his other 10 guys and tried to hide.
I'll slide in there. Maybe coach won't notice.
Or the referee won't notice.
So they're marking this off. This will be a 15-yarder.
Personal foul.
That negates a really good individual effort on the run. 2 Ripon would-be tacklers had him, and they both basically knocked each other off of the tackle, and then from there it was just good individual effort by the running back for the Phoenix.
So that takes away the 15-yard gain and puts it back to 1st and 10. Ball is spotted on the 13. Hand off up the middle.
Oh, boy.
And a big hole there, and they get that and plenty back. And that is Moore once again.
Moore's the lightning of the Thunder and Lightning. He is definitely the lightning. He's quick. He's got great balance, feet, explosiveness, everything you want.
Oh, we got to remember, Schumann, number 22, was very productive early in the game, but he came off with an injury, so Moore picking up the slack, a few extra carries.
He was, I don't know if he's getting extra carries. I think he was going to get a bunch of carries anyway. He hits the hole going full bore.
Yep. Quick pass out. Nice job stopping him and waiting for your teammates to come up.
That's a fun hit on number 3 who just got called for that personal foul.
Yeah, you're just sitting there waiting and waiting, you know, for that to come at you. Stubbe with that tackle out there. Clinton doing a good job on the island out there on the left side. Brings up 2nd and 11, loss of 1. Single receiver to the top, single to the near side. 2 backs. Quick handoff. And a good job on the tackle there.
Yeah. Is that, boy, they just keep walking away from it. 74. That's our all-conference returning only defensive lineman from a year ago.
Yeah, that's Quentin Stevens. I got an opportunity to speak with him earlier this week on the coach's show. Nice young man.
3rd and 5 for your Phoenix.
So it's 3rd and 5.
Would you ever say a bad young man if he was like that? Just a question.
Well, it depends on how I want to say bad. Man, he's bad.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, a bad. bad dude.
Yeah, exactly. And
Boy,
a
I'll
first
tell
down
you.
pickup there.
Yeah, they're getting chunks. Who else?
They're hitting that hole so quick. And the Tigers are not there to fill
This
that
is
in.
what they were doing 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They were just up inside the tackles. Ripon had no answer, and then they started trying to go wide, and Ripon did have an answer then. And played right into the defense for the Tigers, and they squeaked out that 1-point win back in 2018.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Ball is on the 43.
Less than 8 minutes remaining in the third. Straight drop back pass out to the left flat.
Wide open.
He's got him.
And pulled out of bounds just at midfield.
I think what he did, I think he grabbed the face mask. I think that's what the coach is indicating right in front of the official. The receiver, instead of just using a stiff arm, he grabbed the face mask of the Ripon defensive player. So I'll tell you one stat you're going to look at after this game is over, and it's going to be penalties. When the Phoenix are playing a more formidable opponent with more experience.
That's going to hurt big time.
Yeah, you're going to have to be more disciplined as a football team.
So, okay, moving it back there. It will be 1st and 20. Ball is on the 30-yard line.
I formation, tight end right, twins out to the left, to the wide side.
There's that keeper.
Oh, nice
Nice
close.
hit. Stubbe with that hit out there.
Boy, nice close. Way to read that and just close. I mean, with the word close it down, that was a great job.
That was
good example of that.
Perfect there.
Weeding the ball carrier.
So brings up second. Is it second?
Yeah, second.
Okay.
Got the play over after the personal foul. So
Tigers.
28-7, we haven't talked about that. That's what it was at the half. It's less than 7 minutes remaining in the third and ticking. And the Phoenix find themselves in a hole here, but very capable, certainly.
As we've seen.
Yeah.
Motion by the receiver. There's the rollout, looking to go downfield, going deep. Stelmacher out there.
Picked
intercepts
off.
It.
What a great interception.
Stubbe out there.
Oh, my goodness.
They went against Stubbe, and he's been making great
way
plays
to
here in the
read.
second half.
Boy, I'll tell you what, the intended receiver had about 3 steps on him. And when he was catching up, he wasn't looking at the ball, he's looking at the receiver. Receiver told him what he needed to know.
Watch the eyes.
When to turn, and he did. Great interception by the Ripon Tiger athlete. What a great play.
Second interception of the ball game for the Tigers.
Quite frankly, if the quarterback for the Phoenix releases that ball a heartbeat sooner, might have been a different story.
Could have been 7, but Tigers will take over.
Absolutely.
On the 31-yard line of their own.
Let's see if they can use that big play as a catalyst.
They're looking to pass, going deep, and they return the favor.
Yeah. He had great inside-out position, the defender, on the intended receiver, Agamide, who comes up limping.
Yeah.
He threw the corner with it, threw it back, and he's got a sore right leg or something. I'm not
Little
sure
hitch
what
in
that's
his giddy
all
up
about.
there. Hyman with the interception
that's my
for the
line.
Phoenix. I'm sorry.
You can't use my line.
Hey, I'm an old farm boy. I can use that.
Your Phoenix take over.
So anyway.
1st and 10, balls at the 35 of the Phoenix.
Actually, that was the late quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys Monday Night Football. That was his
Dandy
line.
Don Meredith.
So with 6:26 left, Ripon gives it right back. And they'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
They are taking a timeout here.
Their first
as
of the second half.
6:26 to go here in the third quarter.
Make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. If you think your retirement deserves more attention, Edward Jones can help. Stop by and see your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Greg Devalovich at 121 Watson Street or Shade Horton at 1098 West Fond du Lac Street. Learn more from Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Fortified Bank is growing Wisconsin, one person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit fortifiedbank.com to see how banking locally is a win for you and our community. Member FDIC.
Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventive, hygiene, cosmetic, and restorative procedures, along with the invasion line and sedation dentistry. That's Hillside Dental.
Buttsy Marchant serving local families with grace and compassion since 1896.
Wow.
I know. When I see that. So,
After the
holy
interception.
smokes.
You were just around when they started up, weren't you?
I was. I wore black high tops.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Ball back on to 35. There's a high pitch, and
No, thank you.
yeah, Stubbe right there shutting that down quick, and
Nice
filled
job.
in. Yeah, game
Defense.
tackling was great.
I'll tell you, hit and get was a great example of the Tigers there. On that quick pitch, I wish he had that play over again, number 20's thinking. Hey, WRPN is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in The Wave on 93.1 FM or 1600 AM and team up weekday mornings with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening.
Great guy to sit down and talk with, Bob Nelson.
Yeah.
So here we go, 2nd and 18.
Straight drop back. He's looking to his right on the short side of the field, and he throws a dart.
Incomplete
Was it caught?
is the
Nope.
call.
Pass ruled incomplete.
Intended receiver out there was
That'll
number
bring up
3.
3rd and long for your Luther
So
Prep
3rd and
Phoenix.
18 for the Phoenix.
Thomas Colpin, 190-pound, 6'3" wide receiver and defensive back for the Phoenix.
5:32 to go here in the 3rd. 28-7 on your Heidel House scoreboard.
Yeah, they're back in action, aren't they, Heidel
That
House?
they are. A lot of changes out there. Dropping back. Wide open over the middle and right through the hands.
The guy we just spoke of,
Pass attempt incomplete.
right through Thomas Colpin's hands on the flat.
That brings
That's
up
been a
4th and
successful pass
long
for them.
your
Yeah.
Just down and out, about 7-yarder. Both sides, particularly the wide side of the field, I should say. They'll normally run twins to that wide side, and they'll send one down on a fly pattern. The other one is on his tail and just breaks it out to the flat.
So it'll bring up 4th down and 18. Normal punting situation.
Brewers are down in the 5th inning, 2-0 to the Nationals at home. And Packers play tomorrow night.
That's like a 3:15.
New
I
York
think they said
Jets.
start.
Yeah, something like that, 3:25.
Good
Oh.
play, end over end. Get
Wobbly.
away from it. Get away from it.
Wobbly. Well, he was pushed.
Yeah, he was. But that,
Well, wait a minute.
they're
What's
not gonna
going
say
on
it.
here? He was pushed in the back into the ball. Maybe you shouldn't just. Maybe you
just
should.
get away.
Yes. I don't know. Why would Ripon players be around there if you're not going to catch it?
If you're not.
So what? But now here's my next question. What's the rule? What's the rule? What
Yeah,
if?
it's a penalty. You cannot push him into the ball.
Yeah,
and that's what.
well, that's what happened.
Brett Bach was there telling the official he got pushed
Well,
in.
the officials aren't going to listen to a player,
Well,
but they're going to listen amongst themselves. So,
right.
But the initial refs that were on the play weren't going to make that call, so they're
Mhm.
getting assistance from the side judge who came in and
Yep.
is explaining what happened. That I think it might have been, was it Noah Olson? I'm thinking might have been pushed into the ball. But the
No.
bottom line is like the point you were trying to make is simple. If you're not going to fair catch it or catch and run, just get away.
Well, and he wasn't one of
And
the deep guys.
And there was like what four white jerseys around the ball.
Yeah, get away.
So they're having a
Little
Quite
powwow
the-
down there.
quite the talk.
Push in the back.
Yep, that's what we saw too.
The Phoenix got called for a block in the back.
Boy,
That's, I believe, their 7th penalty.
oh, I'm sure all of that.
So
Yeah, maybe
that
it's
gets marked
maybe
from
it's
the
worth
line
a
of
try,
scrimmage.
Howard. Maybe it's worth the try, Howard.
Because
You know,
of the
hey,
penalty,
what the heck? I'll
Phoenix
push
will
this
have
guy.
the
And
free kick.
maybe
See what
they won't
happens.
say anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the game under control on the scoreboard.
Yep. So the Tigers will take over at the 15-yard line because the yardage is marked off.
Or the,
oh, no, they will repunt. Okay.
Yep. They tack on the yardage from the penalty. Because, Ripon never established possession.
Beautiful punt. High, and you're not going to pick it up. Get out of there. And they do.
See, I've noticed that these Ripon players don't have any idea where the ball is.
Right.
They're blocking guys. They have an assignment. I get that. But your teammates got to be yelling to you what's going on because you don't see that ball if you're stock blocking somebody.
You need some help out there. That is for sure.
We'll call it the 48-yard line.
And
so a lot of action, but not a lot of results.
Right.
Tigers will have the ball around midfield, about their own 48. Good field position for the visitors from Ripon.
See if they can do something with it here. Egamite to the near side here towards us. There's the motion.
Front.
Fake. Pass over the middle.
Oh.
And Olsen, the attended receiver.
I think Ripon's doing the right thing. You got 8 men up front, 8 men in the box, as they normally say. That invites passing opportunities. But you got to make definitive cuts, I think. I think when you round those off like that, we just sort of flare out to the flat. You don't get the separation from the defender.
But it was a very nice play. It spread the defense out a little bit, gave Bradley a little more time. But it brings up 2nd and 10.
So they got 8 men up there. And they're going to show blitz, and they do come. And evidently, I think Ripon moved. Flag was thrown in the backfield.
False start.
I think
Dead
that
ball foul is a false start.
the right side linebacker showing blitz.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
And
got Ripon a little jumpy. 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Neither team has scored here in the third. Halftime score was 28-7 and remains so.
I believe that's only the 2nd penalty on the Tigers. So here they come up 2nd and 15. And everybody's coming up and crashing for the Phoenix.
Blitz off the left side. Quick pitch.
Pass out.
Great defense.
Yes.
It was executed, but he had no real estate on the short side, and then the tackler did a great job of just kind of like a pit bull on a bone.
used the sideline as another defender and did a great job of cutting that off. So just a pickup of 4 yards makes it 3rd and 11 for the Tigers.
3rd and 11 for the Tigers.
Play goes into Bradley. And they're taking a lot of time here.
Well, hey, fresh off its first ever regional title, boys soccer will be getting underway for the Tigers here this coming week.
Got a chance to talk with the coach this week as he popped into the store, and he's very excited.
Over the middle.
Yeah, right in the hands of Egamite. He tried running before he had it.
My. The cross-country team, Chris Gatsky, will be running behind our house on Newberry Street there at Barlow Park on Thursday.
Just around your house?
Thursday, the August 26th. Well, they better not. There's wet paint. August 26th, and it's going to be just a fun run. But then they play for real, or run for real, on September 2nd at Oshkosh. That'll be their first official meet. Chris Gatsky's been there for quite a while.
Yep.
Does a good job with both the boys and the girls programs across country.
Poor snap. Does a nice job of getting it away.
Did a great job of getting it away.
And a fair catch call at the 15-yard line. So
Fear's got to be.
We got a flag over here.
Yeah, Fear's got to be a great motivator for our punter because he hangs in there. He ran the one time. Otherwise, even with a double hopper on the ground, and they're not even 12 yards back, which is the normal distance in high school football from the snapper to the punter. So we'll have to see what this flag is all about. They're going to call a hold against the Tigers.
Initial indication is holding.
So they'll bring that back and make them repunt.
And then I wanted to continue volleyball. Tracy Landerman. Rumor has it, I think she's in like her 114th season now. Tracy Landerman. Joking, Coach.
You want to know really how many?
Yeah.
38 years.
38 years. Okay, I was close.
She was in the store yesterday, and
they're going to the Dells for that big invitational to get their season going on the 27th. That would be a week from tonight.
She is very excited about their season. Oh, another horrible punt, and
he got it away. End over end.
He got hit, so there's a penalty on the Phoenix
well,
there.
Right now we're getting more flags than anything else in this game.
Yeah, they're going to have either running into the kicker or roughing the kicker.
Maybe, depending on how they call that. Yeah, the problem is what they needed for a first down was 21 yards.
Yeah, but even
so,
if you can get some of that back and another kick.
No, I'm just saying they wouldn't be able to get a first.
No.
They can't maintain possession is the point I was making.
Right.
So I got to give a shout out to my old buddy Kenton Barber. He was a Ripon High School student, and he got his first start in this business.
Yep, right here.
And right with us, and with Chris Jones and Cole Gregney, what they're doing right now, the techies that are making this all possible. We're just the window dressing. And he just got done doing a gig with NBC in the Summer Games in Japan. And was doing camera work over there. So nice article in the local paper.
Yeah, he ran the steady cam for NBC over there.
So Kenton, hi, buddy, and congratulations on your career.
Another horrible snap. This one's able to get away.
And at first I thought he was given a fair catch.
And he was.
Yeah.
We got a hold over there.
I thought he gave a fair catch signal.
Yeah, he waved side to side.
So let's see what the call is. I think it's coming back.
Oh, it's coming back.
That's our friend. That's our friend Thomas Colpin, number 3. He's been involved with a lot of interesting plays on both sides of the ball tonight.
We'll see what the officials are going to say here.
So it's either going to be an illegal block or illegal calling. You can't call for a fair catch and then tuck and run. I'm not sure what they're calling.
Personal foul.
Huh. Put his knuckles together, put his fists together. I'm not sure I know that call.
Don't remember seeing that one.
No.
The call was a personal foul.
And that happened back at about the 25-yard line.
From the spot of the foul.
So it moves the ball back to the
10-yard
line.
This is one long third quarter. All the flags.
No, just in the last 2 minutes. It's been crazy. So we're going to make them line up again.
Change of possessions on the interceptions.
Extra personnel coming in. Somebody forgot where they were at.
That's understandable because I think most people don't know where they're at right now.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy.
It was fairly clean. About 3 or 4 illegal motion penalties in the first half against the Phoenix, and 1 penalty against Ripon in the first half. That was it.
Handoff, kicks it outside. Turned him back inside, and good come from behind tackle there.
Yeah, what I like to see these Ripon players do when they have outside contain, they got to use their hands. And if you use your hands, then you can chuck the blocker off to the side. But you can't do that if you don't use your hands. Got to have, quick, violent hands.
So it makes it first down. Ball on the 25. 3:12 to go here in the third quarter. 28-7 on your Idle House scoreboard.
Edge rush by Ripon to the wide side.
Straight kick out to the left. A lot of room out there. And dives over the 50-yard line.
Just chunks of yardage.
15 here, 25 there. Adds up very quickly.
Good enough for another Phoenix.
And they will say he was down at midfield as they wind the clock back up.
Right at the midfield stripe. First and 10, Phoenix.
So here we go as they come up to the line. Right in front of us. Looking right down into the trenches. Handoff up the middle, another big chunker. And the senior putting the yardage on there.
That's another nice run.
Wow.
By number
Hey, what's
21,
for breakfast
Tom
tomorrow?
Boyd.
Maybe
The run
hand-cut
good enough for
donuts from
Phoenix.
the in-store bakery at Webster's
First down.
Marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
Webster's Marketplace open
Move
at
the
6 a.m.
chains.
daily, folks. Highway
First
23
and
West
10,
in Ripon.
Luther Prep.
Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-operated trained dealer, offers service on all manufacturers, brands, and specialties in providing solutions for your home comfort needs. Getting the job professionally done and on time. Fusion Heating in Ripon.
Here we go. Another set of fresh downs here on the 37-yard line of Ripon. Around
Coming
the
the
right
opposite
end.
side. And it'll pick up about 8 yards there.
Number 40 is Medina, followed in
So
blocking.
Medina with the run there.
We'll call it a gain of 8, second and 2.
For a truly delicious lunch and evening dinner plan, a visit to Pastimes Pub and Grill. Carol's homemade soups
90
are always
seconds
available,
remaining in the
along
third
with a great
quarter.
variety of sandwiches, awesome burgers and salads. And be sure to try the popular baby back ribs, available on Saturdays. That's Pastimes, downtown Ripon.
Here we go. Third. And he's got it off the right side, inside the tackle, keeps his feet, cuts back, still going. I think this Ripon defense is worn
Down,
out.
yep. That big line
Nifty running by
is
Worn
definitely
out.
wearing the Tigers down as another easy pickup there.
Walsworth, we believe a company like a family is made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out walworths.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon
We're
High School.
inside the red zone.
Walsworth.
First and 10 at the 16.
Minute to go here in the third. And we're going to get a timeout called by the Tigers.
Timeout.
Yeah.
And a good timeout because the Tigers, as Marty said, the
That's
Tiger
their first
defense
timeout of the half.
sucking some air out there as they've been getting pounded pretty good. Next
Yeah.
time you're heading out for breakfast or lunch, visit Mr. and Mrs. P's Eatery. Their menu includes many different scratch-made, professionally prepared entrees. And your meal with a delicious dessert, and trust me, they are delicious out there. From their in-house bakery, open Wednesday through Sunday, Mr. and Mrs. P's, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
Just so you know, folks, Howard substituted the word delicious for what? One word,
Delectable?
delectable. I think either one seems to accomplish its goal.
Hey, to me, they're delectable.
Yeah.
Anything can be delicious, but when it's really, really delicious, it's delectable.
Hey, head coach Brent Sanderfoot. Guess what he coaches? That's right, girls tennis. Well, they graduated 7 of the 10 varsity girls from a year ago. But the good news is, talk about reloading.
Oh, they got numbers.
17 girls have come out for the program this year. All 4 the vacancy single players graduated. But he feels really good about what he's got coming down the line for the 4 starters. The one that's most intriguing to me is the number 4 singles, Selena Lopez. 3 years of volleyball, now she goes off for tennis. So athletic. We've seen her in basketball. We saw what she did in track and field.
Yep.
Went to state, came away with some hardware. So now she's going to do some tennis. I think she'll have some success.
She's just an all-around athlete. Tried going off that right side again. Tigers on top of that one.
Doubles, 2 varsity returners. Number 1, Emma Mott. I can't believe this. Emma Mott. She used to be my neighbor. Her dad's the president out at the conference center, Lasonia. She was just a toddler, and now she's, senior,
Grown
I
up,
think,
yeah.
in high school. So she's doubles. They qualified for sectionals. Her partner that graduated from last year, but this year she'll be with Lillian Schramm, the number 1 doubles team. As we
Quarterback
get the
keeper
handoff.
as they drive forward.
And then number 2 doubles will be Caitlin Story and Katie Skog. Number 3 will be Mackenzie Whitrock and Bella Engstrom. They'll be the number 3 doubles outfit. Coach also feels, though, like to touch on your point, a lot of players will be challenging during the season for some of those singles in double positions, I'm sure.
Oh, when you got numbers, and it's great numbers out there for tennis. They will be competitive.
Yeah, Grace Retzloff, Ava Nankervius.
Just
Time out on the field might be for that
good group of.
And the last name of this young lady that's the #1 singles player, the last name is Engel Sunschild.
Sunschild, huh?
And there goes our trainer, Mr. Noah Eckel. Thank you.
Something tells me she is not from Rush Lake originally.
Maybe East Rush Lake.
But she's obviously good because she's #1 singles.
All right, 16 seconds to go here. Ball is on the 6-yard line. We got two receivers far to the left, two backs.
A lot going on in fall sports at Ripon, not just football.
Here's the pitch out. Good blocking out in front. Tigers string that one along nicely.
Yeah, they did.
And he comes up short there.
Never got the opportunity to square up and go north-south on it. Good job by the defense as that's the last play of the third quarter.
We'll turn around and take a 2-minute timeout here as we get ready to come back with the fourth quarter on Ripon Tiger football on the Ripon Channel and the Wave. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter from Watertown Luther Prep. The Phoenix lead 28-7 and are looking to cash in again here. Ball's on the 5-yard line. There's that handoff. Power up the middle. And they're going to mark him just short
of the goal line.
Just outside the end zone. Phoenix,
and they're going to hurry up here. They want to punch this in quick. Watch the quarterback keep it. And he does. But he doesn't get in. There's no signal there. He tried rushing it. And we got a Tiger down here.
Tom Balls was a 190-pounder before that almost got in. And then, you know, they've tried that a couple of times, and it hasn't worked for them. In the first half, they tried to get the Ripon defense on their heels. No huddle, got up there, and then they got called for the false start out on the left flat. And then this time, the quarterback, the defensive front did a great job of getting the push into the backfield.
So it brings
losing a yard.
Fourth down and a yard and a half to go. The Tigers
look at this.
Shot right in there, and they prevent them from getting in.
Was that Cameron Hahn, or let's see, it was somebody else?
Who it looks like, big number 34.
It's just hard to see the numbers.
These orange numbers are very
I don't like them at all.
So
a turnover on downs there, and the Tigers will have the ball.
Yeah, it's like they got that sort of creamsicle orange, that light orange, and they're not highlighted by much.
No,
they're not framed.
They're not outlined in black.
Yeah.
2 or 3 yard line.
And the reason why we're commenting about the fashion, not that we're fashion plates, it's just that we want to
be able to see it.
Who's the player?
That's like a black number on a black jersey.
Well, yeah. Looks good on a tuxedo.
Yeah, when we play the Lancers from KML, that's what they bring out with their black jerseys.
Black on black.
Yep. So here we go. 1st and 10 ball on the 3-yard line for the Tigers. Bradley getting the call, hands it off, trying to get that corner.
Boy, trying is a good word for it and a great effort.
See what they give him on that.
Short gain on the far side.
So this outcome of this game was pretty much determined in the first half.
Yep.
Which is the score, which it is now. So it was a scoreless third quarter, 28-7 at the half. Ripon defense did a great job of stepping up and keeping them out of the end zone when they were just, I think, less than a yard away.
Second and 6.
Yeah, the only scoring done was the penalties thrown by the officials in that third quarter. That was horrible.
Yeah, they're going to have to ice their arms.
Pass over the middle. That's caught. Breaking
Agamite.
loose. Agamite. Coming up to 40, 45. Brought down at about the 47, 48 yard line. Nice pass from Bradley catching Agamite as he crossed over the middle. And then it was Agamite after that.
Reception.
Yeah, so
Hyman on the
almost
tackle.
looked like an old-fashioned little button hook coming left. I think it was about
All the way
a
out to the
6-yard pass, and then
47-yard
boom, he
line
broke
for
it
the
over the
Tigers.
middle, and just a great
First and
run
10.
after the little short pitch and catch.
And he did a nice job of breaking a tackle at about the 25 and then got the wheels rolling. So a
Yeah.
little life shown here by the Tigers.
When you get in space.
Ooh,
Uh-oh,
little
fumble.
mishandle there, yep.
Yeah, Hahn was looking at what was coming at him.
And now we're going to get a flag. It'll be on Hahn because he threw the ball away.
Yeah, he panned it. He slammed it to the ground out of frustration.
Gotta check the mark
Yep.
here.
Well, the handoff was up high on the chest and not down in the breadbasket where you normally get it, and I think that's where his frustration came from.
I don't
'Cause
know.
He had to juggle it.
I don't know.
But, you know, you got a new young quarterback here working with this backfield, and you're going to get those things, especially preseason. So they'll mark the 15 off against the Tigers.
Dead ball
Take it all the way
call
back
is
to
an
the 30.
unsportsmanlike penalty called against the Tigers.
Tigers have been fairly clean
Takes them all the way
on
back
penalties up until that
To
point.
the 30-yard line. Second down and long.
And we're going to get a timeout taken. I know if the officials want to talk. Try to figure this out.
Yeah, where are you guys going for fish?
Yeah. Hey, it's not too late.
9.5 minutes remaining, 28-7. That was the score at the half. That's the score now, early on in the fourth quarter.
Coach Bradley had a question for the official, and the side judge couldn't answer it, so he had to talk to the referee. So that's where we're at now, ready to go. Second down and 25 for the Tigers. Ball sitting on the 30-yard line. Bradley calls it out, looking to pass over the middle. Hagemite hangs on to it this time, and he'll get up close to the 40-yard line. So a nice little out pass.
Yeah, really good yards on that, making up for all of the penalty and then some. It'll bring up third and, what, you think
18,
about
17?
No, I think it's, oh, yeah. You're right.
I'll say about 17 as the ball is on the 41. So look for the Tigers to go to the air again here, I would assume.
Below 9 minutes in the game. Be nice for Ripon to come up with a score before they get on the bus.
Yeah, a little momentum builder there.
Jump ball.
Good defensive play down there.
Dangerous play on that jump ball.
Well, he kind of threw that off as he was falling backwards on his back foot, but
Well, he got to the target. It's just that he got to the defender, too. I mean, it was literally a jump ball play. I think that was the design of the play.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do. The intended Ripon receiver, I think that's what they were trying to do.
Because he had gotten behind the
I
defender.
want you to talk to the coach when you
And
talk
ask
to
if
him
that
next week.
was.
Yeah, ask him if that's a play they run. Great
unable to
defense.
hang on to a nice defensive play out there.
Yeah.
By
Good
the Phoenix.
pass. I mean, it was wobbly, but it was on target.
Yep.
And he was not. I mean, he was guarded about as close as you could be defended without. being
wearing him.
thrown for a penalty.
Ball's at the 41
So
yard
8:39 to
line.
go here in the fourth, and
We're inside
turnover on
Tiger
downs.
territory.
Phoenix will take over on the Tiger 41.
8:39 remaining in the contest. First and 10, Luther Prep.
Weather-wise, really couldn't ask for a better evening for a game. So the Phoenix come with two receivers to the left, Twins in the backfield. Handoff up the middle, still churning, picking up a good 6 yards.
Bogey, the ball carrier.
So it'll bring up
Stubbins, another
second
second
down,
tackle.
and they're going to say he picked up 5.
Got to give a shout out to Coach Steve Brooks. He's watching.
Gain of 4, second and 6.
He's
for your
listening.
Phoenix.
He's going to have a good team coming back this fall.
Yeah, he
Ball's
will.
on the 35
I
yard
watched a
line
lot of the
Tigers.
JV players. They play like Energizer bunnies.
They're
you know
just
what I mean?
all over.
Yeah, they're just nonstop. And then you know what you got coming back with Agamite and Riley Brooks.
Looking to keep it. There's the pitch. Loose ball.
And it's
Tigers
ripping ball.
pick it up.
Picks up the loose ball. That'll be by number 5 for the Tigers.
Recovered by number
Perkins,
5.
Jordan Perkins picks that
for
one
the
up.
Tigers.
And
They'll take
what the
over,
mistake by the
first and 10.
quarterback there was on that sweep on the pitch on this your pitch man. He ran out of real estate.
Yeah.
And he
So the Ripon
he jammed him. He
Tigers, first and
threw the
10.
pitch from about 3 yards
The ball's
away
on their own
into his
32-yard
face
line.
mask down the sideline.
Yeah. And, you know,
And-
you're better off just keeping it in that
And
situation.
then it looked like he was on a banana peel at that time because that ball squirted out of his hands like 3 times.
Well, he had 3 white jerseys right in front of him.
Let's see if Ripon can do something here with under 8 minutes remaining.
Something to get some momentum going here.
Ball in their own 32.
Stelmacher in motion. He'll go around to the left. Gets a little bit of real estate. Cuts back. And turnaround still going.
First down.
And ends up with the first down, as Marty said.
He,
And he'll
got-
be at about the 44-yard line.
The tackler gave him the last yard and a half or so that he needed.
Awfully nice
Good
of him.
job.
Carrier.
That's what we're used to seeing. Nice
Not
scamper.
brought down, though, till the first down
Designed to
for
go
the
to the
Tigers.
outside, cut it back up
First
against
and
the grain
10.
over the middle and got some credible yards out of it.
You're seeing a lot of new numbers out there for the
Yep.
Phoenix. So,
And here's Olsen. He's
and
a
nowhere to
rough
go
leader.
there.
No. Anything slow developing, it just isn't going to happen.
Right.
You know, I don't want that ball on a slow developing sweep like that to the even to the wide side, much
You want-
less the short side.
Well, and especially with the speed that
Loss on
Olsen
the
and
play.
Stelmacher brings, that doesn't help into their ball game.
We'll call it 2.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to make a
2.
cut, decisive
Second
cut
and
running
12.
north.
7 minutes remain in this
So we are at the
contest.
7-minute mark, 28-7. Phoenix leading the Tigers on your Heidel House scoreboard. Stelmacher in motion again. There's the pass over the
There you
middle.
go. Same pass before to Agamite.
Hangs onto it, breaks a tackle here or there, and they're going to say
Or
he
were they
got
gonna
knocked back about
yeah.
the 48, 49.
Yeah.
Good spot.
Same play they threw before, that little hook over the
That
over
is
the
lineman
left
on the
interior.
tackle.
Starting to see a little more confidence
After the
in
catch by Agamite.
Bradley back there in the pocket.
Well, I just if you just look at the level of the
48-yard
energy
line.
level on the offense right now,
Third
even though these
play
guys
for the
got to be
Tigers.
tired, they're getting positive yards and they're moving the chains, and all of a sudden you find a second wind.
Oh, nobody's going anywhere, and Stelmacher does what he can to lose just a yard.
That almost looked like the Badger stretch play, where everybody will block down one way. The running back gets the ball, and then he, on his own accord, will make the cut, square up his shoulder pads, and make the cut wherever he sees a crease.
No gain on the play,
But what
4th and
happened with
5.
that, he was brought down from behind on the backside of that play. Whoever had chase had an easy play to make behind the line of scrimmage.
So 4th and 5 for the Tigers. They will go for it.
Yep, given the circumstances. 5.5 minutes remaining before you and I will be heading home.
Long drive home. Take us a little over an hour. There's the pass over the middle, and yeah, Just an overthrow there, maybe a little miscommunication.
Well, and maybe not a bad overthrow because he was in the middle of a sandwich, the intended receiver, Agamite.
Bring out the offense.
Oh, it'll turn around and bring out the offense of the Phoenix at the 5:19 mark here.
Tiger territory.
I think that sophomore
Ball's
quarterback
on the 48.
kind of threw that a little over. I think he had great coverage in front by the Phoenix, and then of course the trail man. I just thought it.
Saw nothing and got rid of it.
Yeah. Why throw pick 6?
So here we go. Ball is on the 49-yard line of the Tigers. There's a little counter, and it's going nowhere.
Cameron Hahn.
Yep, Hahn
showing
with the bear hug.
Yes.
And a loss of a yard. Hey, if you like what you're hearing and what you're watching out there, turn around and hit the like button or subscribe to the Ripon Channel YouTube.
Short loss on the game.
Let us know how we're doing.
These guys are
Second down for your Phoenix.
they're sucking air.
Yeah.
These guys, these Ripon guys, a good number of them are going both ways.
Yeah. Ironman
it's been
football.
a long game. Yeah.
There's
Stay
the
low.
pitch out. Trying to string it out there a little bit, and good job of picking up about 4 or 5 yards.
Moore, number 20, showing some nice
Moore with the
right
carry. Brought down. We'll be at home next week at Ingalls Field as the Purple Raiders from Kiel will come into Ripon. That's always a good ball game, as they have a very good program.
Yeah, they got a heck of a program. I don't know what they had this year, but I've never seen them with a weak team, I'll tell you that.
On the 43, 44
They have always been solid, so we look forward to that. Third and 5.
Wow, play action pass.
Wide
going for
open.
all of it. He's got him.
Oh, and he couldn't hang on to a nice job by Stelmacher of getting an arm in there after and knocking it loose.
Yeah, that should have been caught. Those are the most difficult sometimes, is when you're waiting for that thing to come, as opposed to just an athletic reaction to just grab it and snap it and pull it in. But you got to sit there and watch it for about 3 seconds.
Yeah, and he had to wait for it. If that would have hit him in stride, that was an easy
It
touchdown
must have
there.
seemed like an eternity to that intended receiver. Wait for that
Come on, get
ball
it
to get there. Good play, good execution. Just couldn't finish on the end. And you're right about Stelmacher. He's played a really good, solid game tonight. Defensively, he really is shining.
Him and Stubbe have played the corners very well. So it brings up 4th and 5. Dropping back, looking, comes to the outside. Oh,
What a
that time
catch.
unable to knock it away with Stelmacher, and the reception is good.
Yeah, I think that was 6'3" versus
5'11".
5.
I'm being
that.
generous.
Yeah. I think that's what that was. That was a jump ball on the out pattern. Great execution from the quarterback to the receiver.
And a
First
good
and
job
10.
by Stelmacher to recover after missing the knockaway
They
to
want to
make the
punch
tackle.
one more in here. They know they're going to win. The issue is they haven't scored in the second half. Ripon defense has been very stingy.
There's that handoff to Moore. He breaks it outside.
Oh,
Got one guy to beat out there, and he waltzes into the end zone for the touchdown.
they wanted that.
Yeah, like you said, they wanted some icing on the cake there, and they get it in.
What a hole that was off the right tackle.
Here goes the student body running, as they do on every touchdown. Guess school's not in session, so this is what they're doing for physical education.
Yeah, they're going for the presidential patch.
Boy, that dates us. So it makes it 34-7 with 3:06 on the board. Extra point attempt to come. It's down. It's up.
Almost blocked.
Yeah.
By Agamite.
No good.
Agamite might have touched it. Good pressure on the kicker, so that foils the PAT.
So 34-7 on your Hilo House scoreboard. The Phoenix leading the Tigers.
Ripon offense will get one more opportunity before they head back to Ripon. About 3 minutes remaining.
It would be nice to see a good positive drive and the game on something positive for them.
Yeah, you're now playing for the Kiel game at Ingalls Field a week from tonight. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. And as I said earlier this evening, conference play will begin the following week, 2 weeks from tonight, Labor Day weekend. I'm pretty sure it's Labor Day weekend.
Yes,
and,
it will be.
They'll open up at Berlin, our friends from Berlin. Joe Stelmacher takes his real good campaign, reload, Berlin football. Just got it from Pops, from Steve.
Yeah.
And does
Joe,
a great job.
Joe's brought a good twist. He had time playing for the Badgers. Learned a little bit down there and brought it back to Berlin.
He played great for the Badgers, him and Leonard in that secondary.
They were fun to watch. So here we go. And another short little kick. Pick it up.
Hang on.
Almost a face mask there.
Yeah.
I was going to say a horse collar, if anything.
Yeah, it was a high hand, but no harm, evidently. So Ripon will take over.
Yeah. And he's down because he got grabbed right in the throat, in the horse collar area there.
Is that that's the carrier. That's the return man.
That's Perkins, number 5. He's just
got
sore
a right
because
leg. He's got a right leg.
Could be a cramp with this heat, hopefully. That's all it is.
Yeah.
He's not bending the ankle.
Anyway.
So, but 3:03 to go here in the ball game. Yeah, I look forward to
65 yards they need to go in 3 minutes if they want to come away with 6.
Would be a good
finish
there, and Coach Bradley's going out to talk with him, and the official says, nope, get out of here.
Well, I know what Coach Bradley's saying. Coach Bradley's telling the head referee he saw what you saw, and no flag.
And the officials, they don't want to throw any more laundry. They just want to get this over with.
Well,
it's been a long game. That third quarter took forever.
Yeah, I didn't have to shave when I left for this game.
He's now got a 4-inch growth. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball's on the 35. Little tighter package here.
Yeah, that's their traditional formation, a much tighter double wing.
Coming to the near side, and not much there. They go
Good
out of
job.
bounds, and here comes the flag. You knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
As soon as he got outside that line, you got to release him.
Penalty flag comes flying in. Let's check the marker.
That was a nice run by Parker Stelmacher, the freshman.
So this will slow things down a little bit as they mark this off. 15 yards.
First down. Hey.
Doesn't matter how we get down the field. Let's get down the field and punch it in.
Keep going. 2:56 remaining. So from the time that they kicked off, we've run. They had the kickoff and the play. They only took off about 8 seconds.
Yeah. 1st and 10, Tigers.
Got a different center now. We got all the younger non-starters out there.
Which is good to see. Younger group against the younger group, and we had a little movement there. Don't know which side it was on.
Actually, there was a lot of movement there.
Well, false start they're going to call against the Tigers.
Dead ball,
so they'll mark it back 5.
Against Ripon. That's a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15.
Ripon coming off of that 3-4 season about 3 months ago or so.
I thought you were going to say 3 weeks ago, because that's what it feels like.
Yeah, you were saying that when we were walking in the parking lot.
It just seems like we were just calling games.
I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong with my swing with my driver. What a one-handed catch that was by Bradley on the snap. And he's keeping it for, look at this gain. Ha! What a great run. He turned a disaster, which would have been a snap over his head, into about a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, pretty good pickup there.
Great scamper on a improv play.
Clock continues to roll.
And Coach Bradley talking to his quarterback there.
Yeah, they gave him 7 yards.
Yeah, that is
8.
a new quarterback in there for the Tigers. That's Ethan Stubbe.
Stooby-dooby-doo.
So here we go. It's 2nd and 9. Looking,
Wants to pass.
looking, wants to throw it, and
Yeah.
going down.
For number 70, John Keppel.
The receiver just kept going deep instead of
Well, I was just gonna
watching the eyes
say,
of his quarterback and coming back.
Yeah, he's not going to throw 50 yards to you. Swim back to him and find
Find an open spot, yeah.
I do like this natural grass that they're playing on.
Yeah, beautiful field. It's got a nice crown to it.
Yeah.
3rd and long for the Tigers.
I was playing a high school football game out in Colorado, Pueblo, and the crown on it, you could not see basically the knees
Of the other side.
I'm not making that up.
Oh, you're playing in the Rockies. What do you expect?
Uh-oh.
Interception.
Good job of getting his feet down.
Nope, they're saying he's out of bounds. They're ruling
Good
him out
effort.
of bounds.
Good effort.
I
Trying to
thought
get his feet
he's
down.
kept it in.
Well, we couldn't see from here.
Well, because of that crown, we lost his feet.
We can't see that sideline.
So we bring it
He was
back.
just thinking right, trying
Bring
to
it back to the
keep him in.
45-yard line. 4th and 15.
Yeah, everybody looked like they had no ankles and feet on the other sideline.
Definitely a high-crowned field. And they used to do that a lot back in the olden days, just for drainage. But like you say, it's nice to see a well-manicured grass field because a lot of places, as they are, going to turf.
Dave Johnson giving us a nice plug, telling he listened
approves
to the whole game. Yeah, he enjoyed it. Of course, he's a Berlin native.
We will not hold that against Dave.
No, we won't. Makes a good sandwich.
That he does. High snap, back to pass, looking, got to get rid of it.
There you go. I like it though. He had a target, threw it to him, and he couldn't hang on to it. 2 guys missed it.
Yeah, had no chance on that
A guy
one.
on each team had an opportunity.
So we got 59 seconds to go here in the ball game.
So
Go
anyway,
ahead.
Steve Brooks, the basketball coach,
Yep.
his son Riley,
Yes.
we know. Well, he's been working out at Lasonia this summer.
Oh, okay, so you're
now,
getting a little
most of the
inside
summer-
information.
Well, most of the summer he was traveling around the country
Yeah,
playing
I'd say.
basketball. But when he's out there, they get him on fly mowers, and you're doing this thing with those 20-foot
Yeah.
drop-offs on the links courses.
Building up those muscles.
Building
I
up,
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, because when Riley turns sideways, a lot of times you can't see him. He's
Oh.
kind of skinny.
He
But
sticks his
now-
tongue out, looks like
but
a
now
zipper, right?
I'm seeing definitely definition. I'm seeing
A
definition.
little bulk there.
Yeah, yeah,
That's good to see.
yeah. You know how? I don't think he'll have to put horseshoes, put pockets in his shorts. I think the kid will be.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah. Better than that.
59
Yeah, it's
seconds.
And
hard
now-
to believe it's August and we're talking about basketball.
Remaining in
I know.
contest.
Well, we got the schedule. All of a sudden, we're looking at the Ripon College
Yeah.
basketball schedule at the end of the. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
But we're just underway here. We got a lot of football to be played. First of all,
Hey, this is the first game of the 2021 fall season. And as Marty said, a lot of ball to go. Next,
now you and I are doing all the games.
That
last
we
year,
are.
Last year we were.
kind of split up a little bit.
Yeah, there
then.
was 4 of us kind of here and there, there and
Yeah,
here.
they knew to get the pair back together.
Yeah, I like pears, by the way. Bartlett pears are my
Oh
favorite.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I asked my granddaughter what she wants for fruit, and it's always pears.
Really.
Yeah. Smart kid.
59 seconds, 34-7. Ripon's on the clean side of the football now, the defensive side.
So we'll
So you
see.
know what side I played.
And we have a
Here
new
we go.
quarterback in there for the Phoenix.
I think the Ripon defense is going to fly around here.
Why not?
Let's see it.
Handoff up the middle, still driving.
Good job by moving the pile, wasn't it?
Gets about a 4.5-yard pickup there.
Yeah.
Nice
New
run by
young-
number 25, Jude Lorenz.
So lot of new players in here for both teams.
Brings up 2nd and 6.
Giving
for your
everybody an
Phoenix.
opportunity. Why not? It's preseason.
Well, when the game's been determined one way or the other, you always want to clear the benches and get everybody out there.
Well, there's nothing more
they can
valuable
play.
than actual playing game time to learn from. So Under 20 to go here. Could possibly be the last play of the game.
Next week we'll have to talk about the Packers.
Do we have to?
Next week. Yeah,
Okay.
we do. Nice job there for a loss of what, a yard to 2 yards?
About 2 yard loss there. Good job getting in there.
And that'll be it.
That's where the ball game is going to come to an end. So, great ball game for the Phoenix. Tigers in the third quarter had a great defensive stand and shut them down. Final score is 34-7, and we want to thank our tech crew. Chris and Cole up there.
Chris Jones, Cole, Gregney.
They make us sound good. Casey Hansen on the sideline for camera there. And,
Yep. Jason Mansmith back on the board.
Yep.
We got to get a picture.
You got to get
of
out
the
there
board.
and
find out what this
I'll
board's
get one
all about.
picture next Wednesday for you on the board.
I was going to say executive producer Riley Eisnagel, but he's not here tonight.
So we're passing that off to Cole tonight.
Yeah,
How's that?
Cole, you're the executive tonight.
And Marty Ernst doing the color. I'm Howard Hansen. Glad to have you along on the Ripon channel and the Wave 93.1 FM, AM 1600. For all of us here, have a good evening.
In the gym.